Hi friends, this is Gail O'Neill, and I teach stamping. I hope you enjoy. So, here's the first card, and this one has like a little adventure all to itself. I'm going to do something a little different with it, because I tried something and it didn't work. So let me just get this ready. So this paper is from Press Petals, and it's got the flowers on the one side and the wood grain. And here's where my little experiment didn't really work. I was trying to do, instead of the gray, I decided to do the pink, and it kind of spread out too much. So I don't know if the gray will work better, but we'll find out. We will find out. So I am using, where'd it go? I dropped everything before, so I might find the piece I was looking for, but I cut another one. Like everything just went crash. Yeah, I am still missing pieces. Let's see. That's supposed to be in this one. I combined a couple of my little baskets. So much for being so organized. I should stop organizing myself. Okay, so in which yellow am I using? So Saffron. And we're using the new medium Daisy Punch because we're using Daisy Lane. So when you stamp this, you want your petals to be up and down so that it's easy to punch it. And I had two. I only have one now, but I'll have to look in the other basket because I'm supposed to have three. So I might have to punch a couple more. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. All right, I have to find another scrap of Very Vanilla. And I've got it. So I'm going to be punching out two. So again, up and down. Then you're going to take it and line her up. I've either had too much coffee or not enough. I think it's not enough. Okay. Let's get that one. And I'll use the glasses excuse. I do need new glasses. Oh, okay. So we've got them. I'm going to close this and this. And I pre-punched where I'm going to stamp Smile, because I'm not quite sure that this one is going to be a retirement card. But it could be, because you can do Smile on the front and Happy Retirement on the inside. So there's my Smile. And then we're going to just glue these together. And my Tipsy tipped. Wow, that's a lot of glue still coming out. You would think it would calm down from the other night, but it's still running, and it's not from being too warm. because it's pretty cool in here. Come on. I need working fingers. Anybody want to trade fingers? Oh my God, Alice. Okay. When you have too much glue, it slides a little bit too much. And then a glue dot sometimes makes it wiggle too much. That one's a little off, but it's okay. All right, so we got that all ready. So we're using a very vanilla base. And the DSP is cover. Okay, so that goes down there. And then we'll decide in a second where that's going to go. I'm going to stamp the little dancer. Well, actually, she's doing yoga. She's a yoga girl. And she's, ow. All right, so we're going to color. And I didn't do a lot of super blending because there's so much like already shaded spots in here. Where's that other color? Light Flirty Flamingo. And really, that's not gonna, yeah, it is. Okay, for her skin, I always use light petal pink. So I'm gonna go ahead and then I'm just gonna brighten her cheek spot there. And for her hair, I ran in just a little bit of soft suede because she dyes her hair and has it streaked. And this is light pineapple punch, I think, yes. So I just blended those two colors together. And then the flower. Yeah, this is where it really started to bleed on the other one too. And it doesn't happen on the white. I don't know why on the very vanilla. Let me just get her hands, and I'm gonna leave out doing like a border to make her pop. And we're just gonna add her. It might be that that color is very wet, which is possible. Yeah, I can't do that. Where's my, oh yes. It's in my MVP where it's supposed to be. And if you haven't seen the MVP, hold on one second. And I'm going to give you another peek of it because this is an awesome tool. And that's from Crafters Solutions on Etsy. Okay, so which way do I want her? I want those flowers there, sticking out the bottom. And the smile is going to get popped up as well. But I do want to just make that stick out a little bit more. And you take the black marker and just go around the edges. So that's going to go there. Then I can go ahead and put this down. This other side is very pretty too, of this paper. Okay, so then one goes down flat. And the other one I colored, this one I'm going to use, oh, there they are. They're right in front of me. Yay. Use some embellishments. I almost lost that daisy now too. So one's going to go there. And the other one's going to go right there. And then we're going to take these little guys. They're so fuzzy. That's got nothing on it. So I'm going to use glue on the one. So it's not going to stick up as much as the other. I guess I could have used a small dimensional. And there she is. So one I colored and one I used, and it just steps it up a little bit. So there's card number 1. Now here's the one that I lost everything. So we're going to use the Stamparatus. And I do have that piece, and I recut that piece. So this one, okay, that's up and down. I took and just cut up the middle. And this is 1.5 inches by 2 3/4. And really, the first time I did the card, I just took the whole strip and I snipped the bottom, laid it where I wanted it, and then cut it from here and then put the piece on the bottom. But this time I kind of measured it. Okay, so let's get the Stamparatus. That's done. These can go to the side. And it is kind of set up. I am changing it just slightly. Okay, that should work. Should work. So what I did is I placed it so it was in the center, kinda, of piece there. And then we're going to take it down one. Aha. My elbow becomes the holder. And you could even go back if you wanted to put something in the middle and then line it up there. Yeah, I think I started down too low. But it's going to be what it's going to be. Whoops. Okay, so we've got that stamped. And I'm going to cover it, this up. Okay, so now our pieces, one's going to go there, and the other one is going to go here. So now I can stamp our little lady. And is it going to work out? Yes. Because I had her suitcase like flipping into a little spot there. These even look good not colored. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and color her. So I used Cajun Craze for her flower. And her purse, or as I say, pocketbook, the suitcase, and and her glasses. So when you do the glasses, you want to really like barely touch down. No matter what, you it absorbs. Otherwise, you can use watercolor pencils. I should try it with the alcohol and ink blender. All right, and this time I made her hair, I'm going to make her hair gray. I didn't on the other one. Oh, we got one more spot. Her hat. Okay, and then I think I'm going to use the light So Saffron. And I was having a hard time trying to decide if that's her hair or if that's the hat, but I do think it's the hat. We'll see how many other people, demonstrators, color it differently. Okay, and then a little brown for inside her glasses. For her shades. Because green looked weird. And I left out some skin. Oh, right in front of me is the light. And then I need, I know, for her collar. And just dot it. Otherwise, it's really going to be a mess. So now, so we're going to put that down right there. And that at the bottom. And then this is getting mounted on Cajun Craze. Whoa. And then onto a white card base. So nothing popped up on this one, just kind of keeping it simple. And there it is. So there's the two. And this one I did to the edge, and this one I left a little bit of a border. Only because I forgot to leave a border there. Just saying. Alright, so now we have our little golfer. So the rectangle stitched, and that's our base, or our piece to stamp on. So I'm going to stamp him first. Okay, and then I stamped him on a piece of the Avery low tack labels. Let's see if there's a spot. There isn't. So you just gotta like roll it a little bit. So I only cut out the top of him because that's really all that might get hit with the trees. So then the tree is from Rooted in Nature. That like just went out of my head for a moment. Oops, not black. We're going to stamp that in seafoam. Okay, so I'm stamping one, and then I'm going to do the second generation, like a little above it, and then just keep doing that. Whoops. And if you forget, you just stamp it off. I forgot again. Although sometimes you purposely want to do that, stamp it, and then, because if you hit like an edge, then you're going to have a line on there. So you only get like a partial piece. All right, then we're taking the other tree from Rooted in Nature, and we're going to stamp that one in the Granny Apple Green. Ow. Okay, but before I stamp it, I'm just going to wipe off just a little bit. And then I'm going to take, let's see what color I'm going to do. Soft suede. So I'm going to just add it there. And then you'll pick up some of the green, so you want to wipe it off, especially before you put it away, or you'll be a little shocked the next time you go to use it. And I'm going to stamp that down there. Trying to stay a little neat. Under my breath, I say good luck with that. Okay. So, wishing you everything wonderful. I gotta pull it down a little. So that's going to go there. So then we're just going to peel that off. And real quick. So it was gray in his mustache. And his hair. Light petal pink for his face. And it might seem weird putting this on green, but it works because it's a light color. And then the soft suede for his pants. So you don't have to worry about blending. And his hat. Whoops. That part of the hat too. And then his eyebrow. And then the shirt I did also with the seafoam. And I really like the small side. And I gave him gray shoes. And his hands. And we could add a little bit there. And we could do his flag. So now it's time to put it together. So this was from Perennial Essence. Where's my, there it is. Still, my computer isn't right. I don't know what I clicked on. I was trying to paste something in. I could probably do it into a comment now. Hold on. Okay, it's in there. Because one of the cards I'm going to show you, there's where it's almost the same card, just with this guy. So I'm going to put this smack dab in the center. And then with this, there's probably enough left on it. I just went around and sponged it. And then put that down on an angle. So there's our golfer. And on this one, so I'll do the inside of that later, but I did do the inside of this one. Okay, last one, and then that's the one. Sorry, Kathy. Okay, so I could use up some of my scraps because I cut this apart for the last video. And then this is from the new brick embossing folder. So this was my 5 by 3 3/4. So I added that to the bottom. And then just snip off the excess. And then this is my backing, but I use that to cut out my hoorays. So you can save a little paper if you want to. Some people are very, very frugal. I usually waste a lot. Sticky. Okay, so that's ready. And we'll stamp her. Oh, I did her in brown, soft suede. Did I put it away? I didn't. It's right in front of me. So put her down. And this is from the layered squares, and this is from the stitched dies. So she's going to go right there. And then the hooray. Hooray! Go figure. It either comes out too much. I think it's just this bottle. And then these new designer elements. Whoops. So now you could, you know, just do the flower or, you know, just do her glasses, but I kind of like her plain on this one. And did I do anything on the inside? Nope. But it would be happy retirement or something. Hooray, happy retirement. So let me show you the other cards. Let me put the cover on this. Okay, so here was just a slight boo-boo. I meant to put this down further, but it had glue on it and it was already stuck when I started, so that was the end of that. But there's the little yoga girl. And then the inside, happy retirement. And then here's our guy with the camera with adventure and happy retirement. All right, so here's where I put the link in. So if anybody wants to see how this was done, and this was with glycerin, and basically I just didn't put as much shading as I did in the one in the other video, but I did put some shading, and that was just sponged in, but this was all sponged with glycerin. And then he was colored with the blends. Now this one, which I think they are so cute, this one I did all with blends. So if you're not comfortable with, you know, sponging and glycerin, you could also do the blends. So an afterthought is I probably should have done that in the brown, but it's blue. And that's blue. But all these like dots for sand, you could stamp it, but I just took the darker blend and just made dots and then kind of blended it to make it softer. And then I just added a little color in there and then did the blue over it. I think I used the purple posy for that. So that's all my cards for tonight. So I'll bring them back. And that one. And that's kind of similar, but just done a different way. Oh, I have more than I thought I had. And that one. So I hope you enjoyed our little adventure tonight. It's really a cute set, especially if you know people that are going to retire soon. So thanks for joining me, and I will see you on Wednesday with, you know, my motto. I don't know what, but it'll be something. See you then. Thanks for joining me. Good night.